Hello girls and guys, this is my demo tutorial of this Mermaid Unicorn Dreams look made with my first ever Tarte palette, and actually my only ever Tarte palette that I actually like from Tarte, because if anybody's been following me, they will know that I love color, and Tarte is not exactly a color type of company. They like their neutrals, and if you haven't been following me, you'll find out now that I'm not a very neutrals girl. But this Tarte palette really rocked my socks off, and that is, you guessed it, the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself Eye and Cheek palette. This baby is a beautiful thing. Check this out. Isn't this gorgeous? Now this is why it rocked my socks off. Let me tell you, there's a secret behind this. I got it for free. And guess how I got it for free? I anti-hauled a super hyped, very revered palette to get this beauty. And the thing is, if you want to find out how what I anti-hauled, you're gonna have to watch my Tarte haul and review to find out how I anti-hauled this very revered palette to get this beauty. But this is more my jam, okay? I consider this a companion palette, and because even though it does have a matte in here, these are all like metallic colors, it does have a matte, and it's Myth, and it's gorgeous actually. It's a really nice, what I call a dusty rosy brown color, which is great. They chose a great color to go with all the other colors. It's pretty universal, so it's a wonderful color to work with. But if you know me by now, one matte color is just not enough. I want to have every color of the rainbow of a matte colors to use in my crease. So with that, enter Kat Von D's Pastel Goth palette. So we are going to be playing with these two palettes to get this look here. This is going to be a talk-through tutorial, and it's my first ever talk-through tutorial, so bear with me, and let's get started. Okay, so I've got my face full of foundation, so I'm going to start priming my eyes, and I'm going to do it with the Urban Decay's Eden. I love Eden because it does have an off-white tint to it, and with that, I can cancel out my own natural tint on my eye, which I like doing because then you get the true color of the eyeshadow. It makes the eyeshadows pop. So, you know, if you've got tinted eye, you know, if you've got a tinted pigment on your eyes, you know, your lids are a little darker, or you've got like reddish lids, or you've got your little kind of blood vessels peeking out of your lids, or your tan skin and you want your eyeshadows to pop and not compete with the color of your skin tone, this is a wonderful way to be able to cancel it out. I prefer this than, like, say, the MAC Paint Pot. I personally don't think that one would, I don't know whether that's really a true primer. And I prefer using a true primer because for me, I've got very oily lids, and a true primer is going to help control the oil on my lids and grab a hold of the eyeshadow without the eyeshadow melting on my lids. So that's why I do it. So as you can see, I have hooded eyes, and the interesting thing about my hooded eyes is that I have a lot of real estate on my hood, or, you know, in a non-hooded eye it would be the crease. I have a lot of real estate here to work with, so I want to be able to make sure that I do work with it, but without looking like who's the girl, Kelly Kinney or something like that on the Drew Carey show. I think I might have gotten her name wrong. So she plays a part where she's got blue shadow up to her wazoo because she's got the same high real estate there. So you gotta make use of it, but you don't want to overdo it. So I'm gonna be using about 3 eyeshadow brushes, but I'm gonna be starting with the Bdellium Tools crease brush 785. Can you tell that I've never done a talk through before? This is my first time, so bear with me. And then we're gonna use a shader brush from Real Techniques, and we're going to be using a flat shader brush by Morphe, the G20 brush. So it's basically going to be these 3. Seeing that I consider Tarte a companion palette, we're going to start with this beautiful, because hold on a second, just check this out. Doesn't this go together perfectly? I probably showed this before at the beginning of the video, but they go together so well as if they were made for each other. So start with this first. We are gonna go into Meow, which is this one right here, the light purpley pink one. No, sorry, that's Clementine. This is Meow. This one's Meow, so we're gonna start with that. In my upper hood area, which would be your upper crease area, if you don't have hooded eyes. So it's windshield wiper motions and circular motions, just back and forth. I want it to be on the edge, the top edge of the look. So it's going to peek through and give a bit of a softness and a break to the purple color. Because we're going to be going into Dope next. I want it high enough so that when I open my eyes, it's hard for me to tell here because the mirror is lower than me, so it's hard for me to tell whether I've got high enough because I'm actually looking like this at the mirror. Okay, so I think that's good enough. I think you guys can see it. So then we're gonna go into the Real Techniques shader brush, and we are gonna go into Dope. Dope, so that's the purple. And then we're gonna go just below Meow. And today, Mr. Emerald is not meowing. So that's a good thing. He's probably went to rest himself. Because we had a bit of a commotion with Emerald meowing in my last video. I hope you can see this. But I did play with him afterwards as he needs a little bit of play. So I think I got enough here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Dope on the outer corners because we're gonna be making a halo eye. So on the outside corner here and the inside corner here, I'm just gonna put a little bit of Dope. And I'm just using the same Real Techniques shader brush. Doesn't have to be totally precise. Just leaving a window in the center to put the piece de resistance. The Tarte Make Believe in Yourself eyeshadows. So now we got that done. So I'm hoping that it's bleeding over, but it's not looking like the Kinney woman. Now, we're gonna use the shader brush, the G20, and so you can just use any shader brush. I'm just using the G20, and we're gonna start with Dream. In fact, no, I'm not using the shader brush. What am I talking about? This is a finger palette. We're gonna use our fingers for this. So I'm gonna use my bigger finger, the one that everybody thinks is gonna be an, you know, it's not. It's a very useful finger. So I'm gonna be putting it in Dream because this is the Mermaid Dream look. So Mermaid Unicorn Dream looks, and we're applying that right to the center of the lid. And it's okay if it creeps up. My lids are so hooded that it pretty much folds underneath the other. It doesn't retract, it pretty much folds. So it is gonna touch my hood, and with that it's gonna transfer. So there's really nothing I can do about that unless I use a glitter glue like Too Faced. I don't like using that all the time, though it's a wonderful, I love that glitter glue. It's just that with me, I think I have a slight irritation to it, so the less of those kind of gluey things I put on my eyes, the better. So it's gonna transfer and that's okay. This is a glistening, iridescent, shiny look, so it is going to transfer a bit. I think there's a lot of dimethicone in this eyeshadow, and it's just a dreamy eyeshadow. Look at this, okay? And then I'm gonna use my index finger and I'm gonna go into Mystic. And I'm gonna put that right on the center of the lid, just to give it some dimension. And it just adds a little bit of extra so and so, you know, different layers, you know, they bleed in between each through each other and just give a little bit of dimension. Then this is where the shader brush comes in. I forgot. This is where the shader brush comes in. So I'm using my Morphe G20 shader brush. You can use any shader brush. I'm going to go into Fairy, which is the purple here. And I'm just going to add a little touch of this, a little bit of this on the inner and outer corners of my eyes. So I'm putting it here, in the inner and outer corner, because it just kind of coalesces the look together when you're using the same kind of shadow. And then I'm putting it into my crease. I am gonna bring it into my crease. Oops, I think I might have put too much. I think I'm gonna look like, I think I might end up looking like, when I did it in front of my normal mirror, I can see better and I didn't put too much. So my right eye, I think I put a little too much of this. I'm gonna have to blend it out. So let me just blend this sucker out a bit. I'm just wiping my Real Technique shader on a towel in my lap, and then I'm just gonna blend it out a little. Wipe, blend it out a little. See, this is what happens when you overdo it. I hope it doesn't show too much on camera. I'm just gonna add a little bit of Meow again, because I'm hoping that it might cut down on the purple if I add the Meow. Who knows? Who knows at this point? When I see in my normal bathroom mirror, it's a lot easier for me to be able to see how much I'm putting on and how the depth of it. But I think this is it. So as you can see here, that's the look I'm going for. Now I'm just gonna see whether I can blend the edges a little bit with my finger here. Maybe I might put a little bit more of the, just gonna add a little bit more of Dream. I just want to make sure it's dreamy enough. Oh my gosh, these shadows are so amazing, because what happens as they settle into your eye, on your eye, they actually start to glow even more. It gets this iridescent, luminous glossiness, like that kind of almost glossy trend look It's really, really beautiful. So this is it. So I'm going to now put on my lashes. My lashes have been kind of disappearing on me. If anybody knows a good mascara, I don't know whether it's about the mascara, the type of mascara, or is this just inevitable when you use mascara? Because for years I did not use mascara. I wasn't able to wear makeup on my eyes, so I didn't use mascara. I used to have long eyelashes. Now my eyelashes are disappearing. When I first used mascara about a year or two ago, my lashes used to touch. I used to get little dots on my hood because my lashes would touch there. Now, no such luck. And now look what I did. Yeah, I can be a little sloppy. So what you do is you get let it dry, and then you get a Q-tip. So I gotta let it dry. Let's hope I'll remember to do that later. I'm gonna make funny faces. So if anybody has any knowledge on how to get their lashes back and use something that's going to be very good for sensitive eyes and doesn't burn or do anything. So this is that. I love to do a blush cocktail. So we're going to probably be doing about 3 or 4 blushes here, and I'm going to be using my pink brush. It's just a BH Cosmetic brush. This is the brush I use for pink blushes. So we're gonna start. Oh yes, I forgot. Okay, hold up, hold your horses. I've got to put believe. This is the whole point of it. This is about believing in yourself. So we've got to put believe, which is the center highlight, and I've got the perfect. I love using my now I don't know what company this is. What does it matter? It's a crown. Anyway, I love using this. Oh, I got this from the Ipsy, my Ipsy bag. And this is a dual fiber brush. I love this because this is kind of a subtle, it looks white, but it's actually has a kind of pinky peach highlight. But I like using a dual fiber brush because I don't like to glow to the gods. I just like that kind of hint where you see that, like, you know, I like kind of colored highlights. So whether it's peach, golden, purple, pink, like a lavender, and I like that kind of hint of color where if you, when you turn your face, people are going, oh, did I just see that? Did I see a little pink shining? Did I see an iridescent pink? Did I see an iridescent lavender? I kind of want to have that look. So that's what I'm going for when I use highlights, not to have that streak look. I am not going on stage. I am not going doing an opera. I am not doing an Instagram shot. So I don't need too much. Now I think I'm looking like a white Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Yes! Oh my God, I am! Okay, enough with the highlight. So, okay, back to the pink blush. So we're gonna go pink with this. So we're gonna start with, this is Too Faced. I love these. Too Faced. I actually did a review on these blushes. Too Faced. Perfect. What is it called again? Too Faced Sweethearts Perfect Blushes. And this is in Candy Glow. And I like to put it on my forehead. I like to put it just under my chin. And then on the cheeks. Apparently, if you smile, you lift up your cheeks, and then what happens is that you put too much. I probably am going to put too much anyway, but you put too much, and then when you start, you lower your smile, the blush goes too low. So actually, smiling isn't the best way to do blush. And I learned that myself. I figured it out myself, and also Wayne Goth said the same thing. So great minds think alike. Now we're gonna go into my BH Cosmetics Pro blush, and I'm going to be using this pink one here. I love these kind of, you can't carry them around with you, but they're just great for a variety of blushes, especially when you start using eyeshadow. You realize you need a whole bunch of different colored blushes to go with all your different looks. When I wasn't using eyeshadow, I didn't need to have much different blushes because I wasn't doing any different colored eye looks. We're just gonna top it off with my Morphe 35C palette, which is the colored palette, and this is mattes, and I'm gonna go into this pink and maybe even a little bit of this. So these two, but mainly this one, just to top it up a bit. Yes, you can use eyeshadow for your blush. You just gotta go in light, just do slight tapping, and it just lifts it. Just lifts the color, you see? And then we are gonna go into the lip cocktail because again, I love to use lip cocktails. So we're gonna go in with a BH Cosmetics lipstick. It's like a half lipstick, half liquid lip because it dries down and it kind of locks on the lips, kind of like a liquid lipstick, even though it has a kind of more like a normal lipstick. So this is going to be my base. It kind of has a purple base to it, but I'm going to bring it to a pink. So we're going to use Sephora. They're so affordable, these lipsticks, and I'm going to be using Sephora, I believe it's called Seduce. Yes, it's called Seduce. It's a pink. Okay, so I think I'm gonna try Hack. I love this one. I wish I was able to have bought 10 of these. Hack is unbelievably gorgeous. This is the Amanda Steele color from ColourPop, and it's the Amanda Steele collaboration. This is beautiful. It's a gloss and it's like a pinky. It has a lot of shimmer glitters in it, and it's pinky. So if it's not punchy enough, I'm gonna add in something else. I think I might just add in just a touch of MAC gloss, which is a red, but it comes off as pink, a very kind of brightish pink. So we're gonna just add a touch. This is the finished look. So there you have it. The Mermaid Unicorn Dream look. So I hope you liked my first talk-through tutorial of this Mermaid Unicorn Dreams look. And the amazing thing about the Tarte palette is that the longer the colors are on your eyes, is the more luminescent and glossy and gorgeous and illuminating it looks on the eyes. And actually it's all the look right now, that kind of almost glossy editorial look. So this palette fits the bill beautifully without practically using Vaseline on the eyes. So it does a beautiful, beautiful job. These palettes are perfection for summer. And if you want to know any other great palettes that can work with this really nicely, I would suggest Tarte's Tarte Pro palette. It's got a lot of like mattes and varying colors and in varying tones that would be great to work with this palette. Another one is, now I made this palette myself, so I created my own custom colored neutrals palette, and if I can get it open, top 2 rows here and then here, all here actually, are my colored neutrals. I've got pretty much every color of the rainbow here, from lighter tones to deeper tones, that are great to work into your crease to marry with the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself palette. And this is like my one-stop shop for using these with my other palettes when I'm looking for some crease colors and some colored neutrals. This has been a game changer for me making this. So if you guys ever want to see me make a review of this and how what the colors are that I've used in here, and you can make your own. I mean, you don't have to follow exactly what I do, but you can make your own, and it's a lot of fun, and it's nice and convenient to have that on board. I really hope you like this video, my first ever talk through demo tutorial, and of the gorgeous Tarte Make Believe in Yourself palette. Let me know what other palettes that you have that you think might go really well with the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself Eye and Cheek palette, and you can let me know in the comment section below. I hope you really enjoyed my first ever demo tutorial talk through, and if you did, please give it a like and share it to your friends, and do remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification button so that you can keep up with all my videos. And just remember, believe in yourself, because God made you an irreplaceable masterpiece, an amazingly one-of-a-kind you. So rock your own kind of beauty and keep on going and keep on glowing. I will. You see my mug over there? Just click on it to subscribe, and below me is more videos and